of all, please allow me to thank all of you for the trust that you have put on me. As the Director General said it, it's a powerful seat, but the power is yours. First of all, I would like to take the opportunity to thank our host government, which is the Italian government, for the wonderful welcome and the warm welcome that and the very well organized logistics that they have organized since we arrived. Thanking the Italian government and all the delegates, I would like to remind us the founding principle of this beautiful organization, which is the FAO. We, of course, opened this conference in a momentous year during the 80th anniversary of this august organization. Indeed, during the early 1940, discussion about an international agency addressing food and nutrition gained momentum, building on the existing International Institute of Agriculture here in Rome, where US farmers and merchant David Lubing play a major role on the ideas of Australian politician Stanley Bruce. It was those years where Frederick McDougall, an Australian nutritionist, wrote a pamphlet about the need for increased international cooperation in food. When I think about FAO, besides thinking about food, I think about global solidarity for a better world. Eleanor Roosevelt, the wife of US President Roosevelt, having read that, in turn became a strong proponent for such an institutions for multinational action in the field of food and agriculture. FAO saw the light on 16th of October 1945 in Quebec City, Canada, before even the United Nations was established on 24th of October. It just tells that the world thought about nutrition, thought about food security, even before talking about the United Nations. The Food and Agriculture Organization therefore preceded the Universal Organization and provided an important blueprint for international cooperation and international solidarity. We recall here today also the first Director General, John Board, or from the United Kingdom. We also gratefully thank all founding members of the FAO, from the America, Africa, Europe, Oceania, and Asia. Please allow me also to thank all the 10 Director General who did a wonderful work that has led the organization to be here and led today by the current Director General. The example of the founding member has inspired so many other nations in the European Union to follow them in joining as member throughout the decades. I just wanted to remind the audience, I know that you all know about it, but it's sometimes very good to repeat. There is a sentence in French, la répétition elle est pédagogique. It helps sometimes to remind people why we are here, why such an organization is very, very, very important, I would say vital today in the current geopolitics. Director General, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, to thank your team, to thank all the 194 members of the FAO for putting this trust on me. I will do my utmost to honor this trust. Distinguished Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have been elected as the chairperson of the 44th session of the FAO conference, and thank you sincerely for the trust you have placed in me and the chair for the discussion. I would like now to go into the business. Election of the chairperson and vice chairperson continued, as I said. Now let me turn to the reminder of item 1 on the agenda, the election of the chairperson and vice chairman. In accordance with rule number 8 of the general rules of the organization, The conference, after having considered the recommendation of the FAO Council, shall elect 3 vice chairmen of the conference. The 177th session of the FAO Council, held in April this year, proposed 1 candidate for the position of vice chairman of this conference session. Subsequently, the Secretariat received candidature for the remaining 2 positions, if I understand correctly. As a result, the following nominees are now presented to the conference for approval. Mr. Andrea von Brandt, Ambassador of Germany, Mr. Zaid bin Rastam, Ambassador of Malaysia, and Mr. Francesco Emilio, Ambassador of Panama. Can I take it that the conference approves this nominee for vice chairman of the conference? Thank you. It is so decided that I congratulate the vice chairman and look forward working with them over the following days. Now we will tackle the appointment of a general committee and the credential committee. We now proceed to the item of the provincial committee, appointment of the general committee and credential committee. I will now read the nomination of the 7 member nations proposed for election of the general committee as submitted on the 177th session of the FAO Council held here in April this year. The nominations are as follows: Australia, Canada, China, Dominican Republic, Egypt, France, Morocco. Are there any objections or comments? Any objections or comments? Please then allow me to congratulate those nominees and let us all together applause to welcome them in those responsibilities. If you see the composition of those 7 people, it shows the diversity principle that guides the FAO rules. Director General, please allow me to congratulate you again for your team and all the 194 members for selecting this very diverse team. And I always say diversity brings better things. The disassociation are well noted, and I believe that there is none, and will be included if you want to send us anything in writing, but it will be including in the minority, the report has a minority view in line with established practice. I will now read the 9 nominations for the credential committee as proposed by 177 session of the Council. Azerbaijan, Iraq, Mexico, New Zealand, Russia Federation, San Marino, Serbia, United Republic of Tanzania, United States of America. Does the conference wish to endorse this nomination? Does? Yes. Okay. United Kingdom? Yes.
Thank you, Chairperson. The UK does not want to break consensus, but we would like to disassociate from the appointment of the Russian Federation to the Credentials Committee and request that this be noted for the record. Thank you.
Does the conference wish to endorse this nomination? Any? Yes. Australia, Ukraine, Australia?
Thank you, Chair. Australia disassociates itself from Russia's nomination for the Credentials Committee and requests this also be reflected in the report. Thank you.
Thank you. Ukraine?
Ukraine is also dissociated because of Russia issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other view? Canada, Poland, France?
Thank you,
Canada?
Chair. Canada similarly disassociates from the nomination to the Credentials Committee of the Russian Federation. Thank you.
Thank you. Poland?
We would like to recall that we have made the dissociations from